This video is the stupidest people live in America. Watch this, the most double talk and dumb people that live in our country. It is totally amazing. I don't know what school or what parents or what upbringing they had, but just listen for yourself. It is mind-boggling.
In a few minutes, I'm going to bring you footage of some truly deplorable souls, hateful far-left agitators who want to see their fellow Americans, including Donald Trump, dead. But before that, let's look at their preferred candidate. You know, one thing you can say about Kamala Harris is that despite her far-left belief system, she's willing to say just about anything to get ahead. 1 minute, she's the defund the police BLM bail money raiser, and the next she's presenting herself as the tough prosecutor that criminals fear. But perhaps her biggest backflip in recent years is going from an open border radical who defended those who pay human traffickers to enter America illegally to, well, you'll see.
A mother who pays a coyote to transport her child through their country of origin, through the entire country of Mexico, facing unknown peril.
You can't even say coyote correctly. Coyote.
To come here. Why would that mother do that? I will tell you. Because she has decided for that child to remain where they are is worse. But what does Donald Trump do? He says, go back to where you came from. That is not reflective of our America and our values, and it's got to end.
To be clear to folks in this region who are thinking about making that dangerous trek to the United States-Mexico border, do not come. Do not come.
That's quite a shift. That's quite a shift.
And I believe if you come to our border, you will be turned back.
Oh, they did come, Kamala. They came and they weren't turned back. 18 million entered illegally. Well done, Border Czar. Well, that transformation was from 2020 to 2021. Not bad, but she has some ways to go to beat President Biden's latest backflip. Watch what he said 10 days ago compared to his address to the nation earlier today.
What's Joe Biden going to do? Is he going to stay in the race? Is he going to drop out? Here's my answer. I am running, and we're going to win. I'm not going to change that. You know, in recent weeks, it's become clear to me that I need to unite my party in this critical endeavor. So I've decided the best way forward is to pass the torch to a new generation. That's the best way to unite our nation.
That's their idea of democracy, folks, invalidating 14 million votes and just installing a new candidate at the last minute. And what a candidate she is, a far-left ideologue who fans the flames of racial division, who raised bail money for BLM thugs, some of whom went on to commit more heinous crimes, including murder. And she wanted to reimagine public safety.
Let's talk about America's failure when it comes to understanding how you create safe communities. And by that I mean this. It is outdated, it is wrong-headed thinking to think that the only way you're going to get communities to be safe is to put more police officers on the street. What we have to do, and what we will do, is reimagine public safety.
Oh yes, Harris is a radically far left, openly speaking out against equality in favour of equity, you know that.
And remember, she wanted to disband ICE. She's against fracking, offshore drilling, don't say Merry Christmas, continuing just on and on, the list goes.
Word favoured by Marxists, where we don't strive for equality of opportunity, but try to manufacture equality of outcome, also known as communism.
Equality suggests often everybody should get the same thing. Well, that often assumes everybody started out in the same place, as opposed to equity, which is everyone should end up in the same place.
Where should we end up? In a concentration camp? I mean, what is she talking about, end up in the same place? Give me an example. We all end up in the same place. I have no leg. I lost my leg in a car accident. Should everybody cut off their legs so we end up in the same place and sit in a wheelchair? I doubt it, Kamala.
And if you then understand not everybody started out in the same place, you understand some people need more. so we all end up in the same place.
Here is President Trump talking about Kamala Harris. That is before she was installed as the presidential candidate. And he talks about her, the way she speaks and her obsession with buses.
She speaks in rhyme. It's weird. It's weird. But she has bad moments. And
in rhyme? What do you...
Well, the way she talks, the bus will go here and then the bus will go there because that's what buses do. And it's weird. The whole thing is weird. This is not a president of the United States future.
Who doesn't love a yellow school bus, right? Can you raise your hand if you love a yellow school bus, right?
The bus has Wi-Fi and even USB outlets next to every seat. I mean, come on, imagine. You can charge your phone on your way home from work. That's good stuff.
She really does love buses, but the Democrats have selected a woman who has long been considered to have among the most far-left
I think Kamala needs the short bus.
voting records in the Senate, something she was asked about a while back and she struggled to give a coherent answer.
You're very different in the policies that you've supported in the past. You're considered the most liberal United States senator.
Somebody said that, and it actually was Mike Pence on the debate stage. But
yeah, well, actually, the nonpartisan GovTrack has rated you as the most liberal senator. You supported the Green New Deal. You supported Medicare for all.
Deer in the headlights there. Now, you know the Democrats love talking about unity and bring the country together as they fan the flames of racial divisions and defame half the country as extremists and try to throw their political opponents in jail. And that hate and vitriol, that spreads. Have a look at these hate-filled Americans. Calling them lefties losing, it seems an understatement.
Get off this overpass, you racist. Your kind is not allowed up here. You come up here all the time. No one stands with you, you racist. What are you gonna do with this video?
You are 100% evil. You are 100% You are 100% terrorist traitors to this country, just like him. And God damn you to burn in hell, Death. You will burn in hell. I'm sorry that the guy was an inch off.
That's pretty much what political debate in America has become.
Whoa! We almost got you guys last night.
So Donald Trump was recently shot at one of his rallies. How do you feel about that?
I wish he would have gotten shot in the forehead.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, he's basically like teaching our country like what communism is like, so.
So you wish death upon someone?
Him, yeah, unfortunately. I hate to say that because I don't have hatred in my soul at all.
Doesn't sound like
She has no hate in her soul except for like wanting Trump to be assassinated and condemning at least half the country. And she's not alone. These divorce from reality clowns are everywhere and sadly they do vote. Watch this woman who was aghast to learn that Trump's...
Just mind you, I think every one of these people should take an IQ test before they vote, like a small IQ test, not even a major IQ test, just something small to make sure they could be on a second grade level. That would be fine. Third grade level, we would be okay with that.
Supporters are doctors. She's shocked. She's shook.
I was watching interviews from what happened in Pennsylvania a couple days ago, and I saw an interview with an ER doctor who was trying to render aid to the man who was unalived during the rally. And I could not get over this fact, that there was an ER doctor wearing a MAGA hat and a Trump shirt. This is a guy working in any ER across the country that we would need to trust our daughters and granddaughters to if they were harmed. Someone who would need to give aid to someone who is gay, an immigrant, someone who is trans. And I was mortified thinking about that. Horrified.
Oh,
this guy's not just, your run-of-the-mill Republican. He's a rabid Trump supporter. MAGA hat. It's really scary.
You're the scary one, ladies. Scary that someone can be that unrelentingly stupid. Now, let's check in with some more Kamala fans, those who can be counted on to vote for her because she's doing such a great job. Just don't ask any of them for any sort of detail or to, I don't know, name a single successful policy.
What do you think of her? Is she doing a good job in office?
Yeah, I think so. I really like her. Great representation. I feel like definitely it's amazing to have a woman vice president.
Pretty solid job.
I really do agree with a lot of the policies she's been putting out, and I think she's a great vice president.
What policies specifically do you agree with?
Now, here we're going to get into the IQ test for 3rd grade. Watch this. I like her policies, but I can't name one.
Can you tell me some? Maybe I don't know what her policies are.
Can you name any specific accomplishments that you're super proud of?
Off the top of my head, I can't think of many of them.
I can't really, to be totally honest. What I really like is that she does kind of give the nation a positive face, being the first woman president.
No, not any specific ones particularly, no.
So what do you like about her?
Just I think she's doing a good job.
What specifically do you like about her?
Oh, mine. And that was before she was the nominee. Imagine what their level of devotion is now that the majority...
I am, like, dumbfounded. Could you imagine calling the police saying there's a law that you offended me? Because you can't offend anybody online in the UK because they send the police to your house. So, hey, hi, how you doing? It's me again. I'm on the corner of such and such and such, and I'm offended again. There was somebody walking by with a MAGA hat, and I'm really offended. Could you please send a squad car to the corner? Wow, I'm offended. Oh, boy. They should test these people if they're human. The only explanation is we're invaded by aliens. They came up from the ground and they just appeared all over society, because when I grew up, we didn't see one of these dumbass people, but there seem to be all over the country now.
The media has become a full-blown North Korean-style propaganda machine, trying to rebrand Harris as the great saviour. Of course, some are also shedding tears for Joe Biden's sad demise. This next dude is really taking the news very badly.
He's dropped out! He dropped out!